Okay, we're on Erchin, Perek Gimel, Mishnah Aleph, first Mishnah in the third chapter of Masechet Erchin. So you might have noticed that something interesting about Erchin, okay, is that it establishes a specific amount of money for the payment of a person for his redemption of his value. As we've learned, we look at the chart. It depends on it's not dependent on the individual. It's very objective. It's not subjective at all. Depends on how old you are, male or female. So the Mishnah is going to note this and other halachot that are what we call lahakel ulahachmir. Sometimes that's a lahakula, a leniency, and sometimes it's a chumrah, it's a stringency. So that applies yesh be'arachin lahakel ulahachmir. Sometimes in erchin there is a possibility of erchin to be mekil, to be lenient, and also to be stringent. Bisde achuza lahakel ulahachmir. There's the halacha of sde achuza. We're going to learn this in the next Mishnah. We're going to learn what Sdei Achuzah is. It's in Vayikra Chav Zayin. Okay? Again, to be lenient or stringent. B'shor hamu'ad she'mita te'eved. If a shor mu'ad is an animal that was already testified about. It had already become habituated to gore. So if a habituated animal gored an eved, again, the amount of money paid, and if he kills the eved, the amount of money paid is established in the Torah. There again, that has the potential to be more lenient or more strict. The ones umifate umosi shemra. Ones case of rape. Mifate is a case of seduction. Motzi shemra is when your person claims that a young woman was not a virgin, that she was a bride, but he claims it falsely. Again, all of these things have a specific amount of money established. We're going to see all of them in their context. So since it has an established amount, that has a possibility of being lenient and again being stringent. So let's do each one. What does it mean that in the case of erchin you can be lahakil lachmir ketzad? How is it possible? Let's say a person says erko alain. He says it about the most beautiful person in Israel, or the most ugly person in Israel. Nonetheless, if that person is the right age and the right sex, obviously noten 50 selah. Meaning, it doesn't matter what the person's subjective value is. If you were selling him on the slave trade, oh my God, that guy is an Adonis. He's so strong, he'd be worth the rock. He'd be worth $1 gazillion. Nonetheless, or hacha'ur should be Israel. He can't do anything. He's so weak. He's not even nice to look at. Nonetheless, notin 50 selah. He has to pay no matter what 50 selah because that's the erech, that's the value the Torah established. So anytime that's the Mishnah's point is, anytime you establish a specific amount, then it's going to be lehakel ulahachmir, both to be stringent, lenient, and to be stringent. That's the bar to do. Even if it's worth 100 mana, he only pays 50 selah. That's lahakel ulahachmir. Could to be stringent. He says erko alain, the most kaor, ugly person in Israel or undesirable person. On the market, he'd only be worth 5 slime. He still has to pay 50. So it's a chumrah. But if he said the words not erko alai, but he said hare damav alai, his value is upon me, then notenet shavyo. Then he has to pay as we said, as if he would be sold as a slave in the shuk. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.